Hello everybody, this is Al/Bacon, and I am once again back playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using my board control deck. It's kind of like the attrition deck, but it focuses more on locking down the opponent until I can get what I want. So, we're going to just start with Rock. We'll go first. So what we'll do, ooh, that's fun. So what we can start with is this is not actually a good hand, we'll start by playing Ground Collapse. That will let us lock out 2 of their spaces, so now they can only use 3 of their monster card zones. Then we can set a Begone Knave, which, when they hit me with an attack, it will return the card to their hand. So any Exceed summons or Synchro summons are just going to be really in trouble. And now we can activate a second Ground Collapse, and now they can only have 1 monster out on the field at a time as long as both of those are on the field. So that makes keeping them under my control a lot easier, because now they can't Exceed or Synchro summon because they've only got 1 monster on the field. They can't play anything that requires 2. Oh, lovely. This is not fun. But they can't play anything that requires 2 card, or they couldn't at least play anything that requires 2 cards to summon. Now they can. But that's not a good sign. I really don't want to play against this guy now. So now he's going to attack me. Yeah. And so now we're going to activate Begone Knave. So that's going to send the dog back to their hand. Probably not the best idea, because now they can set it again. But we really, whatever. Probably should have taken that, now that I think about it, because it's just 200 damage. Either way, stopped him from attacking with that thing. There we go, now we get a monster we can use. Alright, so we'll set him, and then we'll end our turn. That'll be a helpful card, because now we can use that to put a Blue Eyes White Dragon in our hand. So, hopefully he just won't. Oh, he didn't attack yet. What does he do? When he attacks, he sends the top 2 cards of the deck to the graveyard. Why isn't he using it? Anywho, so now we're going to set this guy, and he flip summons to return 3 monsters to my opponent's hand. So he's a helpful card. And by killing the White Stone of Legend, that puts Blue Eyes in our hand. And then we can activate the Shallow Grave, which lets us put both players put a monster from their graveyards in face-down defense position onto the battlefield. So now we can get our White Stone of Legend back to help us get another Blue Eyes. And if he doesn't attack now, then next turn we can summon our Blue Eyes and start attacking him. So that will be a very helpful thing to do. Unless he does that and blows up. Yep, he blew up Hayden. But whatever, we have another Shallow Grave, so we can just put him back in the deck. And what does that do? Destroy 1 spell or trap card we control. Whatever. He's just blowing up his deck. Granted, I know he wants to do that, so I'm not too excited. But I also know that for once, this game won't last forever, because he physically, can't make it last forever, because he's going to run out of deck. So, good news, guys. It's going to be a short episode. Short-ish episode. So, now what I really want to draw is a Polymerization. Because if we can get a Polymerization, then I'm going to definitely Shallow Grave back out the White Stone of Legend. And then next turn, we can really start hitting him with a Blue Eyes White, or a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. The only problem is that dog is really annoying. It's not something I want to keep going up against. Which is why Begone Knave is probably not the best thing to be running. So what we're going to do is we're going to activate the Shallow Grave. It's going to let us bring him back out. As soon as they make a choice. Phantom of Chaos. Targets one effect monster in the graveyard, and then he can become any effect monster in the graveyard. Okay, whatever. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set Noble Maneater Bug. Just because when he flip summons, like Maneater Bug can kill one monster on the field, Noble Maneater Bug can kill 2 monsters on the field. It's a pretty helpful ability. But he's probably going to blow it up with his dog. Please don't blow it up with the doggy. Please blow up Begone Knave. Yeah, he blew it up. So that didn't actually really work. But he's going to lose another 5 cards from the top of his deck. So we've got 3 turns at most left in this game. I really am not sure how he plans to kill me at this point. Within 3-ish turns. Yeah, 3 turns. But I'm assuming he will. We'll see what happens. As soon as he finishes his turn. It's one thing I don't like, is decks that take forever to take their turns. Oh, that's not fun. He can send a card from his deck to the graveyard, and he can put a card from his deck on top of his deck. Lovely. Alright. So, top card of his deck is Dark Creator. Finishing once per turn, you remove from play Dark. Oh, that's not fun. That wasn't unexpected. Crap. I definitely did not see that one coming. When you special summon, you can target one fairy type monster and special summon it. I see what he was doing. Now I see how he plans to win. And he didn't quite win. Yeah, he did win. He won. Anyways, that was a fun game. Fortunately, it was very short, so I'm going to try again, and hopefully we'll go up against a deck that we can use our deck, or this deck, better against, so I can better show you what it can do. But you probably understand by now. But it does it effectively. Unless, of course, our entire field gets destroyed, or we get none of the lower level creatures that are in the deck. Because I do have copies of Hane and Maneater Bug running in this deck, which do the same thing as the 2 level 5s that I was using, except for the fact that they're level like 2 and 3, so I don't have to tribute for them, and they're much easier to use. So we'll just go with Rock. Everybody does Rock the first time. I don't know why I chose Rock. I should have done Paper. Everybody does Rock. It's actually really kind of interesting how often people do Rock. Like, you think, oh, there's 3 of them, it's random. No, because it's in the center. Yeah. Okay, so here's this game, I hope, pray to God, is going to be a much better showcase of what my deck can do. Because I've got Spear Cretin. Actually, let's set Hane. And let's go ahead and activate Kaiser Coliseum. So, these cards on the field. Hane, I can flip him and return one monster on the field to its owner's hand, like whatever this thing is, when he gets attacked, and destroyed, or just during my turn. And then this card says that as long as I have 1 or more monsters on the field, my opponent can't play monsters if they would then have more than me. So now, he can't normal summon this turn. So I can do that. And then a fun thing I can do is I can now flip summon Hane, send that back to the hand, and then I can tribute summon Hane. And I totally ballsed that up. Wow. Now I feel like an idiot. Yeah. Meant to set that. That was a misplay if I've ever seen one. Anyways, yeah. it's a fun combo if you do it right, because then Hane would be able to, whatever, blow up lots of creatures, or bounce a lot of creatures, so that would be nice, but I totally screwed it up. So that's not gonna happen. But now we're waiting. We've got that guy going. Ooh, a shallow grave. Right, I can't use that. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna set Spear Cretin and put him in defense. And end the turn. And what Spear Cretin will do is when he dies, he'll let us get our Hane back out of the graveyard in face down defense position to keep bouncing fun things. So he'll just have lots of fun with Spear Cretin. Assuming he ever does anything. I don't know. Ooh, Blue Eyes White Dragon. So what we're going to do now is we're going to flip summon Spear Cretin. Then we're going to wait. He's not going to do anything. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set Hane. Tribute Spear Cretin, activating Spear Cretin's ability, letting us put Hane, all these Hanes, onto the battlefield in face down defense position, allowing us next turn to flip summon him and return a monster to my opponent's hand. Or if my opponent plays a monster, I can just flip summon Hane and return all 3 of their monsters to the hand. So I get a little bit more variety and choice about what I want to send back to the hand. It's really a wonderful combo. So they're going to play Madolchi, Majoin, whatever. When it's destroyed by a card and sent to the graveyard, you can shuffle him into the deck. When he's normal flip summon, he can add a... Fun. Yeah, I don't know what Madolchi is. But, anyways, so when it dies, he can get one from his deck. Wait, what? Oh, when he's normal flip summoned. Okay. What is this doing? This card is destroyed when special summon the monster removed from play. This card is destroyed. It's in the graveyard, shuffle into your deck. Ooh, what's that do? Attach 1, special summon 1 Earth Beast type 1 destroyed during the end phase. That's not fun. All Madolchi into your graveyard in the deck. Gain 500 attack and defense. If a monster in your graveyard would be returned to your deck by the effect blah blah blah, you can add it to your hand. Well, that's kind of... Oh, by a monster, okay. Yeah, so I'm not too worried here. Huh, what does that do? Queen Madolchi, Teramiatsu, or whatever. Detach 1, target up to 2 in a graveyard. Shuffle them into the deck. Then shuffle cards your opponent controls into the deck up to the number of cards returned. Oh, that's not fun. So he's going to put 2 back into his hand. This isn't fun. I don't appreciate this. This guy's a jerk. And he sent our Hane back to the deck. Well, whatever. Yeah, we still get to send this back to the deck, so. Or we get to return that to the hand, destroying the stuff down there. I don't even know what happens when you turn an Exceed to the hand. I think it just goes back to the extra deck. But I know it'll really just not... It'll make their life not fun, so... Yay! And at some point I am hoping to summon Blue Eyes. Or you can just do that, you jerk. This is gonna hurt. This is really going to hurt. I should have set Begone Knave. That was my mistake. Yep. Ow. So, that hurt. But, it's not the end of the world. We can still do fun stuff. Ooh, polymerization. So we can set that. We can... Sometimes I don't like this game. It doesn't always make sense. But whatever, end phase. Because like for this card, each player selects one monster in the graveyard and special summons it in face down defense position. You'd think I could activate it as long as or I could activate it anytime and it'd be like up to or whatever. What is that? Oh, damn. But no. But Spear Cretin, on the other hand, his ability is the exact same, but you can use it even if your opponent doesn't have a monster in their graveyard. So it's really frustrating. Sent to the graveyard, you shuffle into your deck. When it's normal summon, you special summon one Madoji from your hand. So this isn't really working. Because, yeah, just, this isn't fun. I have decks that might, no, interesting. I have decks that might be well suited for this. Probably wouldn't be, but they might be. Or at least more suited. This deck, not so much because it's very passive. It's a big problem with this deck. It's very passive. Turn for side of field, your graveyard to your hand, or main deck. Roll Madoji from your deck to your hand. If you control face up fairy type Madoji, you can special summon the monster from your deck face up attack instead of adding it to your hand. Wait, what? Well, that's not fun. Oh well. So we're probably gonna lose. Not that big a deal. Nothing we're not used to. I don't think I've ever actually won a game doing this. So yeah, for everybody watching, I am very glad that I am able to show you a bunch of decks that don't work. So you're welcome for saving you the time and effort of building a bunch of decks that don't work. You can just watch my videos and be like, oh, well, that doesn't work. Not gonna build that deck. And, ooh, look. Oh, damn. I thought we were gonna end up at perfectly zero. I was getting excited. What? This guy's... Oh, man, this man makes me angry. Could have had perfect zero. Damn. Anyways, that is the end of the episode for once it's not like 30 minutes long. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I shall see you next time.